Hey everyone, working on another painting. This is not a Lord of the Rings piece. I am working on a book cover for A Wrinkle in Time, just for some spec work to get my new portfolio fleshed out with a lot more traditional work. I'm not really showing anything, I don't think, exciting or different. I'm just going to work on this piece and kind of ramble a little bit about perceptions that I think I had as a younger artist. And when I say younger artist, I mean maybe months ago. And kind of like what's happening in the art world, just from my perspective. Not I don't know if this is the sole truth of the matter, but it's just some thoughts I've been thinking, some things I've been thinking about this stuff. Stuff like Kickstarter, stuff like supporting yourself as an artist in different ways, in different modes, through Patreon, to go this sort of creator route, or just do client work. So that's kind of what I'm just gonna ramble on about. And if there's things that you disagree about, I'm sure there will be, but just investigate, try things. I tend to be the person that try learn through failure, and it's not always very. Sometimes I wish I weren't that type of person, but you do learn from failure, and you do need to try things in order to fail. Have an idea of success. You want to go into certain things practically. You do want to not take dumb chances, but taking chances or avoiding all chances will not get you anywhere, I think. So anyway, I've been thinking about, do I want to be? I see a lot of people who are, I don't know about a lot, but I see certain artists who are beginning to fund their life, make their money from things like Patreon and Kickstarter. So they're bypassing publishers, they're bypassing client work, and they're going straight for what they love, what they want to do. Whether it's comics, whether it's certain illustration, books, or just different products. They're saying, I don't want to work for anyone else anymore. I want to work for myself. I'm going to work for myself, and I'm going to get my fans to hire me, to pay for. They're going to be my Medicis. They're going to pay for what I love to do, and that's awesome. I think that's cool, and I think many young artists, myself included, are envious of that, because we're like, shoot, I don't have to spend years in client work in the trenches, and I can just do what I love, and it'll be awesome. I'll be an artist, and I'll be wealthy, and putting out books and all this other stuff. And I think that's very deceiving. Not that it's meant to deceive, from the people that are promoting Kickstarter, promoting that way. I don't think they're mean to deceive anyone. I think it's an awesome venue to do something like that. But here's where I think it's deceiving. I think it's deceiving because for certain artists, new artists, they don't have a following that is able to garner them respect and followers to support their work. This isn't, I'm not blanket statement saying everyone, but I think for myself, I'm just gonna say for myself, I've only been working for 2 years in this industry. I haven't gotten gigantic jobs or jobs that have placed me in a significant spotlight at all. And it's okay. You don't have to feel bad for me. I love what I'm doing, and I do get to work with some really great people and jobs. But I don't have this. I don't have this giant name, and I don't have this support system of people who just love my work and get my images, and like they just can't get enough of me, and supporting me to do something like this. So I'm starting to really think about client work and think about how to make myself more marketable in the publishing world. Specifically, kids and teens is where I want to focus. That's why I'm choosing the Wrinkle in Time, not just because it's a cool book and a Newbery winner, but because it's recognizable. This is actually going to be the book cover too, so I'm doing some spec work for a book cover. I don't know if I mentioned that, but so the thing with like doing Lord of the Rings, thing with doing this Wrinkle in Time piece is because I'm bypassing. I'm kind of speaking in everyone's language. You know, most people have read The Lord of the Rings. Most people probably have read a Newbery winner like A Wrinkle in Time, and I'm making the bridge between language gap a lot closer, because with my own personal images, if I don't have them linked to a story which everyone knows about, no one's gonna really know what I am illustrating. And at the first I was like, well, you know, they can ask me about it, or they you know, they should just get it or whatever. And I just love doing what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. And kind of had that kind of hard-headed aspect to my work, and just doing my own work, because it wasn't necessarily fan art. And then I had this sort of bad idea for, I was like, fan art, like I never do that. But the more and more I think about it, it's a credible way to engage people. This probably is not news to most people, but it is to me, and I'm sure it is to some. So I'm just gonna keep rambling. So the bottom line is, I'm really, 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 really starting to value client work, and I really want client work. I really want more client work than I'm getting. And so I want to focus my energies in that direction, making me a viable children's book illustrator. Not children's book specifically, but children's book and young adult illustrator. So thinking about a realistic portfolio for that, which is, I believe, traditional media, and also having interior illustration, like spot illustration, black and white, kind of figuring out that angle. And researching like what was going on in children's books and young adult books, and making myself more marketable for that industry, because I do want to work in that industry. And right now, yes, I do want to do my own things, my own stories, eventually. And but I do want to make money. I do want to make a name for myself in the publishing world. And I think I was listening to a Will Terry YouTube video, and he was saying that delayed satisfaction is the mark of an entrepreneur, and he was talking about something differently, but something different. But I see the same thing too, because I mean I have stories that I want to do. I have a comic book idea that I'm pretty jazzed about, but I'm willing to put that on the shelf for now and say, you know, I'm just gonna focus on getting clients, because that's what needs to happen right now in order to make the reception of my own stories in the future better. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts about that. Just comment, whatever. Email me. I'm always open to that. I really am enjoying the feedback that some of you guys are giving me through different social media and that kind of thing. It's very. I just feel very blessed to be able to inspire, hopefully, and encourage others. And I stand on the shoulders of giants, whatever that means. I know what it means. It means that I'm not the first one who's doing this, and I'm just kind of copying other people, what they do on YouTube. And I'm happy to do that. I'm just like super impressed with Will Terry's YouTube channel, and gotta say, I kind of want to be just like him. He's a real cool guy. I've never talked to him. I've never met him, but I would love to sometime. But he is so open and honest about his work, and how he does, like, he just did a Comic-Con experience. It was like so like informative and really honest about his costs and what he made, and very genuine. So if you like this podcast, definitely. Well, it's not even a podcast, but what is this? Is this a vlog? I guess it's a vlog. If you like this YouTube channel, my vlog, definitely go to his channel. I think you can just, you found it, Will Terry. Just type in Will Terry on YouTube and you'll find him. Another one, another awesome one is Chris Oatley too. He just did one on Jason Brubaker, which was really cool. I really like Jason Brubaker as well. Chris Oatley did an interview with Jason Brubaker, and Chris Oatley's very cool too. He does the Oatley Academy. He's the head of that school, business venture, and I think really doing some cool things in alternative education for art and illustration, concept design, that kind of stuff. So check all those people out. And just keep doing work. Like, that's one of the biggest things I've learned too, is just you must do work to get where some of these people are, who are transitioning from doing work for other people into doing work for themselves and selling it to their fans, because they did not take the shortcut. They worked hard. They did client work, and it was probably very rewarding to them. Now they are trying something else and doing it for themselves, And I think that they deserve all that, all whatever they get, all the success, and all the benefits of taking a leave of absence from purely client work and just doing what they want, because they've worked hard to get there. And I do not begrudge them at all, and I hope to be very much like that in the future. So what I need to do right now is work hard, just like you. I do want to address a question had from a friend of mine about character design. I don't actually know where he asked it, but he was asking about, what do I do for character design? And first of all, I'm not a character designer, so I'm not speaking with any authority, but I do see the value in making my characters look interesting, and not super generic. And so the more and more I do this, the more and more I want to infuse emotion and personality into my characters. So if I'm reading a book, I'll go, of course, to that specific source material, find out what are the details that the author has actually given me. That's very important. And then I really just think about what my personal experience is really like. Who do I know, and how do they look? Mary Grand Prix, I think she's talking about I don't know, I watched a video of her from a while ago talking about like illustrating the Harry Potter covers. I think it was to like a school visit or something, and she was pointing out that Harry looks a lot like her, and I was like, oh, that's true. She does kind of look like Harry, and I think she infused a lot of just what's familiar to her into those faces, those characters, and I've noticed that with other illustrators too. And I don't know that I would say that I am making everyone look like me, but subconsciously maybe I am, and that's okay, I think. Okay, well, the video's probably lasted longer than most people actually stuck around for. So I'm just gonna bid everyone adieu. I'm happy to do this this new one. I've taken a little break from doing them, and I knocked out that last painting of the Hobbits. If you follow my YouTube channel or my Instagram. Kind of without any much social media going on about that piece, and it was nice. It was nice. I don't know that I did any faster than the Gandalf piece, and sometimes you just kind of need to be alone to work, and I've been enjoying that as well. So I'm content to do videos. I'm content to not do videos. So I just appreciate you guys being pretty chill as well, not demanding or give me hate mail, putting poop in brown paper bags on my front step. So I appreciate that, and I'll check you guys out later. Have a great one. Bye.